Hello students, welcome to all of you Shiksha 360. And Shiksha 360 provides different courses, that is course on JIB, course on CIB, certification course and promotion exams. So let's start our today's discussion, that is promotion exam question set number 2. And detailed study material I have already started uploaded in the group, so you can refer to that also. So let's start our discussion. So this question I think we have already discussed, that is what is the minimum amount of deposit under the senior citizen savings scheme, that is it is rupees 1000. Now move to the next one. I think question number 5th I have left to copy. I will move towards that. Wait a minute. Yes, question number 5th. Till question number 4 we have discussed in the previous session. Now move to the question number 5th. Bank should provide education loans up to the limit of what? Without collateral. Clear? Very, very easy question. Clear? Basically, this type of question you will find, like basically if you are clerical to scale 1. So you will find this question, that is what is the amount. And for scale 1 to scale 2, similar question, but there is one question, that is which fund. Clear? Basically which fund for this scheme. Clear? Which fund for this scheme. Clear? So it depends upon the level of the examination. Clear? Or on the scale for which you are applying, or basically for which you are eligible. We can say that. So the government of India launched a CGFSCL. Clear? Sometime you will, this full form will be asked in the examination also. Clear? The government of India launched a credit guarantee fund scheme for education loan. Clear? C for credit, G for guarantee, F for fund. Credit guarantee fund scheme, S for scheme, for educational loans to help the students. Clear? Basically for what? To help the students to get an educational loan of up to rupees, how much amount? That is rupees 7.5 lakh. Clear? So what is the amount here? That is rupees 7.5 lakh without any collateral and third party guarantee. Clear? So what is the answer here? That is 7.5 lakh. Clear? So the bank should provide education loans up to the limit of 7.5 lakh without any collateral, and for this a specific fund has been launched, that is CGFSEL, that is credit guarantee fund scheme for educational loan. Clear? For educational loan. Please remember that most of the time you will find, wherever you will find EL, that is stands for the education loan. Clear? EL basically stands for the education loan. Please remember this one. Now move to the next point. Students can apply. Who can apply for this one? What is the condition for that? Students can apply for the loan under this scheme if they belong to the economically weaker section. Clear? That is EWS category, and the family income it is less than 4.5 lakh. There are also some other conditions, just I will discuss one condition here, that is student can apply for the loan under this scheme if they belong to the economically weaker section category and the family income it is less than 4.5 lakh. Clear? There are some other condition also, just I will discuss one condition that will be asked in the examination, that is for economically weaker section, they can apply under that or not. Clear? So this is the question. For that I will take, student can apply for the loan under the scheme if they belong to the economically weaker section also, and for that their family income it is to be less than 4.5 lakh. Clear? It is to be less than 4.5 lakh. Clear? I will take one separate session on all these schemes. Just here I will discuss some of the important points along with the help of the question which they have already asked. Now move towards the question number 6. One more point here. Sorry. Yes, now move towards the question number 6. So question number 6, that is regarding the full forms. So first question here, what is the full form of UTR? Like you have done RTGS or NEFT. So there a number is generated. Clear? There is a number is to be generated. So that is basically known as the UTR. Clear? That is basically known as the UTR. So UTR basically stands for, so here basically UTR basically stands for the unique transaction reference number. Clear? Sometimes many of the customers ask what is the UTR number for this transaction. So that it is basically known as the unique transaction reference number. Clear? Unique transaction reference number. Please remember that. Unique transaction reference number. Next, very, very important, like you are opening the NRE or NRO account or even individual account. So it's many of the times you will find that in the account opening form, they are asking what is FETCA details. Clear, what are FETCA details? This will not applicable in the individual account if they are operating in the country. But if they want foreign remittances, so there are needed. So FETCA details to be needed for that. So now let's discuss on that. What is the thing they are saying that? So what is the full form of the FETCA? FETCA basically stands for the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Clear, what is stands for the FATCA? FATCA basically stands for FATCA, Foreign Account. Clear? So you please remember that for foreign accounts only FATCA will be applicable. So what is FATCA? F for foreign, A for account, T for that is basically for tax reduction. Just for the members. Tax Compliance Act. Clear, A for Act. Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Clear, FATCA basically stands for the Foreign Account Tax Compliance Act. Now, next question, that is, what is the full form of BCSBI? What is the full form of BCSBI? BCSBI basically stands for the Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. Clear? These types of question you will find that from clerical to scale 1 or from substaff to clerical. These types of question you will find at that time. What is the full form of BCSBI? That is Banking Codes and Standard Board of India. Next one. What is the full form of SARFAESI? What is the full form of SARFAESI? That is securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interest act. Clear? So what is the full form of SARFAESI here? Securitization and reconstruction of financial assets and enforcement of security interest act. Clear? And enforcement of security interest act. That is the full form of SARFAESI here. Hope all of you are now able to remember all these four full forms. Now move to the next question, very, very important. This question I have already asked in the scale 2 to scale 3. In the UCO Bank also and in the Canara Bank also. What is the premium payable by the banks for deposit insurance under the DICGC? Clear? What is the premium payable by the banks for deposit insurance under DICGC? Earlier we know that. Earlier the insurance limit it is to be 1 lakh, which is enhanced to rupees 5 lakh. So what is the premium payable by the banks? The flat rate premium had been upped. Clear? Earlier they are paying 10 paisa per 100 rupees, which has been increased to 12 paisa per 100 rupees. Clear? So the flat rate premium had been upped from earlier it is 10 paisa, later on enhanced to 12 paisa per rupees 100 of accessible deposits since April 1, 2020. Clear? From when? That is since April 1, 2020. To mitigate, that is to reduce the impact of the hike in insurance cover on the corporation deposit insurance fund. Clear? On the corporate deposit insurance fund, that is DIF, Deposit Insurance Fund. D. Krishna, former advisor and chief executive of the National Federation of Urban Cooperative Banks and Credit Societies, said that the amended DICGC Act empowers the corporation and RBI. Clear? They have amended the DICGC. DICGC, it is a subsidiary of RBI. Only after amending that, they have enhanced the limit from 1 lakh to 5 lakh. So what it says that is amended DICGC Act empowers the corporation and RBI. Corporation, that is this corporation, to prescribe higher rate of premium for the cooperative banks with respect to vis-a-vis commercial banks. Clear? So they will prescribe higher rates for the cooperative banks because there are more chances of the failure of the cooperative banks in respect to the public sector banks here. Clear? Or in respect to the commercial banks here. In the website, you will find that clear how much amount they will give to the cooperative banks on their failure. Clear? Which we will discuss later on as per the requirement. But for the examination point of view, this is the important. Clear? So please remember that how much they are paying premium, that is rupees 12 paisa per rupees 100. Clear? Per rupees 100. This is the amount the banks are going to be payable to the organization. Now move to the next one. So very, very important, this question also. What is the meaning of an inchoate negotiable instrument? Inchoate negotiable instrument. That is simple language, that is incomplete instrument. It is known as inchoate negotiable instrument. Clear? Simple language, that is this question they have already asked in the JAB exam also. Incomplete instrument. Let's discuss here. A check signed by a drawer. A check signed by a drawer of check, that is who is writing on the check, without completing the material particulars. Clear? That without completing the material particulars, like such as date, amount, or name of the pay. Clear? Without completing the material particulars such as date, amount, or name of the pay, it is to be known as an inchoate or incomplete check. Clear? That is to be known as the inchoate or incomplete check. Further, section 20 of the NI Act 1881 deals with this instrument, inchoate negotiable instrument. Please remember that section 20 of the NI Act 1881. Clear? Section 20 of the NI Act 1881 also applies to the inchoate check, although this section deals with completing blank instruments which require being stamped. Clear? Which require being stamped. Clear? Section 20 of the NI Act also applies to the inchoate checks, although this section deals with completing blank instruments which require being stamped. Clear? Which require being stamped. So when the drawer, here with respect to that, when the drawer of a check hands over an inchoate check to a pay, prima facie he has given authority to the pay to complete the instrument. Clear? Prima facie he has given authority, that is please complete this instrument. Clear? That is to complete the instrument they have given the authority. Okay, so that is meaning of the inchoate negotiable instrument, that is incomplete instrument. Clear? In simple language I will say that this is meaning, that is the instrument is to be incomplete. Clear? That is incomplete instrument. Now move to the next question. Very, very important for all examination regarding the currency test. So what is the penalty payable by the banks? What is the penalty payable by the banks in case of shortages in the soiled note remittances and currency chest balances for notes in denomination up to rupees 50 and mutilated notes? Clear? And further, mutilated notes are detected in the soil notes, and mutilated notes detected in the soil note remittances and currency chest balances. Clear? And currency chest balances. So now let's discuss in detail regarding all these things. So if there is any shortage in the soiled note remittances and the currency chest balances, clear? If there is any shortage in the soiled note remittances and the currency chest balances, so how much they have to pay the penalty? Clear? How much they have to pay the penalty? So here, for notes in denomination up to rupees 50, clear? For notes in denomination up to rupees 50, they have to pay rupees 50 per piece in addition to the loss. Clear? They have to pay. That is, if there are 4 notes or less of 50 rupees, so like we can say that 50 into 4, 200 plus 50 rupees plus fees, that is 50 into 4 again, that is 200. Total they have to pay 400. If there is a shortage of 420 rupees notes, so that shortage they have to pay, that is the loss plus penalty, that is 50 into 4. So overall they have to pay 2. Okay, that is shortage. Shortage they have to pay plus penalty, that is 50 rupees per piece in addition to the loss. Next one, for notes in denomination of rupees 100 and above, clear, 50, after that 50 only next denomination, that is 100. So now for 100 and above, equal to the value of the denomination per piece in addition to the loss, clear. Here that is equal to the value of the denomination per piece in addition to the loss. Like if there is a shortage of 2 notes of 100, so they have to pay rupees 200 plus 200, that is 400. And the recovery of loss, clear here, the recovery of loss and imposition of penalty, clear here, the recovery of loss and the imposition of penalty shall be done immediately, clear, the recovery of loss and imposition of penalty shall be done immediately on detection of shortage, irrespective of the number of pieces, clear. That is, recovery is to be done on immediately basis, clear. Here the recovery is to be done on immediately basis. Please remember this point, that is there is a difference for up to rupees 200, there is difference, and for above that there is one another difference, clear. Please remember both these things here. Now move to the next one. Next issue, that is, if mutilated notes, including deliberately cut notes and build up notes, detected in the soil note remittances and the currency chest balances, clear. Now what next, that is, mutilated notes are detected in the soiled note remittances and the currency chest balances. So how much they have to pay the penalty? So in that case, if mutilated notes are detected, 50 rupees per piece, irrespective of the denomination in addition to the loss, clear. 50 rupees per piece they have to pay in irrespective of the denomination, plus addition to the loss, clear, plus addition to the loss. And the recovery of loss and imposition of penalties shall be done immediately on detection, irrespective of number of pieces. Next issue or next problem, that is, non-compliance with the operational guidelines by the currency chest detected by the RB official. This is also very, very important. That is, they are not following the RBI guidelines. Clear? So what are the guidelines which they are not following and how much fine they have to pay here? First one, non-functioning of the CCTV, non-compliance with the rules and guidelines pertaining to the CCTV, or a recording preservation period and a related issue. Second one, that is, branch cash or documents kept in a strong room. If this is not also clear, that is, cash or documents not kept in strong room. Third one, non-utilization of the known sorting machines, non-utilization of the note sorting machines for sorting of notes, not sorting machines not used for sorting of high denomination notes, that is, notes of denomination of rupees 100 and above received over the counter are not used for sorting notes remitted to the chest or RB, clear. Even in this case, you have to pay the fine, clear. And non-utilization of not sorting machine, that is basically for which denomination? That is for denomination rupees 100 and above, clear. This type of question you will also find in the examination. That is, in this case, what is the penalty? That is of rupees 100 and above, rupees 50 and above, clear, up to which. So that is, if we are not utilizing the not sorting machines of denomination that is 100 and above, clear, in that case also we have to pay the fine. And penalty, that is of rupees 5,000 for each instance of irregularity, clear, penalty of rupees 5,000 for each instance of regularity. And this penalty may be enhanced. Penalty shall be enhanced to rupees 10,000 in case of repetition or reoccurrence of irregularity, clear, irregularity. And penalty shall be levied immediately, clear, that is, you have to pay the penalty immediately, clear, penalty shall be levied immediately. Okay, now move to the next one. Next query, Violation of any of the terms of agreement with RBI for opening and maintaining currency chest or deficiency in service in providing exchange facilities as detected by the RBI official. Example, non-issue of coins over the counter to any member of public despite having stock. Second one, a refusal by any bank branch to exchange soiled notes, a refusal by any currency chest branch to adjudicate mutilated notes tendered by any of member of the public, non-conduct of surprise verification of currency chest balances. Second one, at by monthly intervals by official list, unconnected with the custody of currency chest, or 6 monthly intervals by the officials from the controlling office. Fourth one, denial of facilities or services to the linked branches or linked currency chest of the other banks. Non-acceptance of lower denomination notes, that is denomination of 50 and below, tendered by the members of public and linked branches. Last one, that is detected by RBI of mutilated or counterfeit notes in reissuable packets prepared by the currency chest branches. Clear? That is, they have put what they have put, that is non-issuable notes in the issuable packets. Clear? Non-issuable notes in the issuable packets. In that case also they have to pay the penalty. Clear? They have to be pay the penalty. So what is the amount? Rupees 10,000 for any violation of agreement or deficiency of service. Clear? In that case, first one, that is you have to pay rupees 10,000 for any violation of agreement or deficiency of service, and 5 lakh in case there are more than 5 instances of violation of agreement or deficiency in service by the branch. The levy of such penalty shall be placed in public domain, and penalty shall be levied immediately. Clear? Levied immediately. Okay. So this one, all are the important points regarding the currency chest. And you will find this type of question also in the examination. Okay? So I request to all of you, please remember that there is nothing any typical. Just you have to be aware regarding all these terminologies. And I request to all of you, please continuously go through all the sessions, all the PDFs provided to you in the group. Now move to the next one. Very, very important. What is the maximum limit of loan under PMEGP? Clear? That is in first and second dose. Clear? So what is the maximum limit of loan under PMEGP in first and second dose? Definitely either you are appearing in any of the examination, you will find this type of question. Here I will tell you how the level of the question will increase here now. Look, for first one, that is for like for clerical to scale 1. What type of question? That is, what is the limit here? Under the first dose and under the second dose, what is the limit? This type of question you will find from the like clerical to scale 1. So for the first dose, at project cost of rupees 50 lakh for the manufacturing unit and 20 lakh for the service unit. Clear? This is the first limit. Under the first dose, the project cost 50 lakh in the manufacturing sector and 20 lakh in the service sector. And margin here, that is 10% margin for the general category or 5% margin for the special category. Now next one, second loan for upgradation of the existing PMEGP or Mudra units. Clear? That is second dose. In simple language, we can say that second dose. So maximum cost of the project or unit admissible under the manufacturing sector for upgradation, it is rupees 1 crore. Clear? Under the second dose for manufacturing sector, it is to be 1 crore, and for the service sector, it is to be rupees 25 lakh. Clear? It is to be rupees 25 lakh. And the maximum subsidy, this type of question you will find it from scale 1 to scale 2 or scale 2 to scale 3. And what is the maximum subsidy under that? And the maximum subsidy would be rupees 15 lakh. Clear? And the maximum subsidy will be rupees 15 lakh in the case of manufacturing sector, and special case, that is rupees 20 lakh for the northeastern region and the hill states. Clear? And what is the maximum subsidy for? It is 15 lakh, but exceptionally for the hill states and the northeastern region, that it is to be rupees 20 lakh. Clear? That it is to be rupees 20 lakh. Now move to the second point here. So the maximum cost of the project or unit admissible under the service and trading sector for the upgradation, it is to be rupees 25 lakh. And the maximum subsidy here, it is to be rupees 3.5 lakh. And exceptionally for northeastern region and the hill state, it is to be rupees 5 lakh. Clear? It is to be rupees 5 lakh. So one thing I will tell you, for the exceptional case, just you have to what to do under the second dose or under the second loan, that is limit divided by 5. Just you have to remember that this is the exceptional subsidy. That is, in the manufacturing sector, limit it is to be 100 lakh divided by 5. That is comes up to 20. So 20 lakh for the northeastern region and hill state. Similarly here for the service sector, limit that is 25 lakh and divided by 5. That is 5 lakh. So 5 lakh for the northeastern region and hill states. Clear? So this is the exceptional subsidy. Please remember this thing, just for the remembering purpose I am giving these ideas. They have nothing any linkage, that is they are technically clear. Just for the remembering purpose I am giving you or explaining these terminologies. Now one or two more questions on the PMEGP. Clear? This is the last point. So which is the national level nodal agency for the PMEGP? Clear? Which is the national level nodal agency for the PMEGP? So the scheme will be implemented. Clear? So the scheme will be implemented by KVIC. This is the nodal agency. The scheme will be implemented by the Khadi and Village Industries Commission, a statutory organization under the administrative control of the Ministry of MSME. Clear? This is under the control of the Ministry of MSME as the single nodal agency at the national level. Clear? As the single nodal agency at the national level. And the scheme was launched. Clear? So this scheme was launched in the year 2008. It is a central sector scheme. Clear? The scheme was launched in the year 2008 and it is a central sector scheme. It is a central sector scheme. Ministry of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, that is MSME, administers this program. And this scheme was launched in the year 2008. There is a training also given under the PMEGP, that is EDP training. Clear? So sometime you will find this type of question also. What is the meaning of EDP? Clear? So as per the PMEGP scheme guidelines, EDP training for 10 days, it is compulsory. Clear? As per the PMEGP guidelines, scheme guidelines, EDP training for 10 days is compulsory for all the PMEGP beneficiaries before release of funds by the banks. Clear? Before release of funds by the banks. So can anyone tell what is the full form of EDP here? EDP basically stands for the Entrepreneurship Development Program. Okay, EDP basically stands for the Entrepreneurship Development Program. Okay, so this is what we have to cover in our today's session. Okay, in the next session, I will try to discuss some of the other important points along with the help of questions. Okay, so thanks to all of you for joining this session. And before completing that, this is one question you will get in the examination. This is the last point. That is, what is the subsidy? What is the amount of the contribution? Okay. So I request all of you, please go through that. Clear? Please go through that. So thanks to all of you for joining this session. This point I will explain in the next session. And I request to all of you, if you like the contents, please like our video and please share your valuable feedback in the comment section. And please share the video with your friends also, so that maximum to maximum students gain the benefit of these sessions. And you can also subscribe our YouTube channel. And if you want any or want to share any material or want to share any questions of your promotion examination, you can share on our email ID or you can share in our group also. All the group links will be available in the description of our video. So thanks to all of you for joining this session.